Right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking for...
There's never... Terrence...
This bout is scheduled.
So much hype surrounding this. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Insane action. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which fighter will say no mas? What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They miss with the jab. Nice counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Can't find a home for that jab. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. After what we saw in that last... Here we go, it's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can't score with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, there was... The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
hook was off target. Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Good counter punching. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. How about that time counter shot? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. That was back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And the Takeover's in some big trouble now. I thought that was gonna be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. He threw a punch and just got countered. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch. Jab misses. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Takeover Lopez that last. On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want the knockout. Didn't land that jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Takeover Lopez in that last round. From this... Here we go, it's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Teofimo Lopez that last one. There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. Caution being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.